Hi, so in this clip, my team and I will be presenting about virtual reality. Virtual reality is one of the technologies that has the highest projected potential for growth. This technology represents an extraordinary shift in the way we humans experience the digital realm. It has also blended with our everyday lives, including video games, medicine, or even education. In other words, this technology is integrated into our present and will lead to advances that will shape our future. So, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality, or also known as VR, refers to the computer generated simulation in which users can interface within an artificial three-dimensional environment through devices that sends and receives information as goggles, headsets, gloves, or even bodysuits. Unlike traditional users' interfaces, virtual reality places the users inside an experience where the users becomes a part of the virtual world or is immersed within the environment, and whilst there is able to manipulate objects or perform a series of actions.
Okay, and next is the differences between the augmented reality and the virtual reality. Next slide, please. Okay, so at first, in terms of meaning, augmented reality layer digital item on top of elements from the real world, but for the virtual reality, it's the completely immersive experience and altering your perception to make you feel like you're existing in that world. In terms of perception, augmented reality enhances the real world by adding a computer-generated image to the world using a different device, and for the virtual reality, provide user with a fully digital environment. Next slide. Okay, in terms of device, augmented reality only require an AR-compatible smart device to enjoy the experience. But for the virtual reality, only require wearing a VR headset or additional equipment to fully immerse into the experience. So in terms of experience, augmented reality show that user can add or change their perception of the world in the real time, while easily distinguishing virtual item from existing one. But for the virtual reality, user might experience an issue with mobility while remaining fully immersed in the virtual world. Virtual environment such as an inability to feel the object when picking the object up.
Before discussing any further detail, let's see where that virtual reality come from. Since VR has come a long way more than 50 years ago, VR was started from a short 1935 science fiction to reality. Starting from a view of the movie with sight, sound, taste, smells, and touch. Here is a next slide, please. Here is an example of the first visual reality as well as other following invention in 50s and 60s, which is the view of multimedia device that offer a viewer an interactive experience including touch, emitted smell, audio speaker for sound, on the concept of environment without physically being there. Working on the VR in 60 and 80 has taken off in these decades and major advancements are made in VR hardware. Not only immersive character in a fully virtual environment for video games, but also technology like computer-generated 3D maps, infrared, and radar imaginary. The period of virtual reality in 90s and 2000 has gained a common knowledge for gaming experience of realistic 3D graphic, Google Street View immersive media, and simulation Warzone session.
So how does VR work? The main focus of VR is to immerse user into a different world. Each VR headset will put up a screen for each eye in front of the iris, which will provide you an autofocus lens that placed between your eyes and the screen to focus and reshape the picture for each eye, which the screen will display a visual that is rendered from your electronics such as your mobile and PC. To dig down deeply, VR is also required to have at least 60 frame rates per second minimum in order for the user not to feel sick when enter the virtual world. And to create a truly immersive virtual reality, the refresh rate has to be competent and 100 degree FOV, which is short for the field of view, in which 180 degree is the ideal. For the headset nowadays, among the major headsets, Vive and Lip both contain 110 degree of FOV, and Google Castbox has 90, the Gear VR has 96. Google Daydream offer up to 190 degrees, and as for the frame rate, both HTC Vive and Oculus Rift come with 90 Hz display, while the PlayStation VR offer a late 60 Hz display. And other equipment such as bodysuit and gloves will detected by the sensor chip that attached to the electronic.
And we come to the final part. What are the importance of virtual reality and some examples? So first, VR is for education and training. This advanced method can make students have fun to learn. Furthermore, it can help students to have more social interaction. For example, for the anatomy, for medical education, Immerse Me for studying different languages, and Unimerse is for seeing ancient city and learning history. Next, second, VR is for entertainment, such as visual museum, VR gallery, theater. And if you have private room, you can enjoy playing music experience right the web application. The most popular thing is VR game on PC and PS4 platform like Beat Saber that enjoy playing a lot of hours to strengthen your high score, or play Box VR, which you also work out at the same time. And that's it's all about virtual reality. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.